All right, Camo, welcome in to our first ever live show. We are the Tusketeers. We are out of Greenbrier. We're live from Hogs and Heifers for everybody online. That is a local bar in Clinton, Arkansas. Uh, yeah, shout out to Clinton. Y'all got it going on. We've been trying to get something like this going on in Greenbrier for a while, and no one's having it up there. So thank you all for accepting us. We come here almost every weekend. We listen to the band. We like the vibe. We like what's going on here. Um, but yeah, so if you've never heard of us out there, again, we are the Tusketeers Hogcast. We usually have a third. His name is Buck. Unfortunately, Buck could not be here tonight, but he's here with us in spirit and gave us the speaker for y'all to hear. So, but I'll also start out by saying this is our very first live event. So if we mess up, sorry, but it's we're gonna mess up.
We're a little unpolished.
We're a little unpolished, but we do this every week. We're on we're on Facebook, YouTube, Apple Podcasts, Spotify, even on TikTok. Matter of fact, our one of our biggest TikTok videos went viral here a couple weeks ago. I called the Hogs with Jack Fancy Band, and that went pretty viral. So
Got some good food and some
yeah.
drinks flowing, so
Yeah.
it looks like everybody's having a good time here at H&H.
Oh yeah. Well, so yeah, we've got an hour and a half long show. We appreciate the H&H crew letting us come out
Absolutely.
do a live show. So we're excited. We're excited to get going. We're going to start out with our very own special guest tonight, Coach Judson Smith from the Clinton High School basketball boys.
Very nice of him to come.
Yeah, we appreciate him coming on, and then
Get some Yellow Jacket love.
That's right.
Here in Clinton, Arkansas.
And then we might even have another pop-in guest or two. We might pull someone out from the crowd out there.
Put them on the spot.
Put them on the spot. Nothing wrong with that. Camo, I hear a little feedback up there. Is it? Turn it up. All right, we're being told to turn it up. So if you're online streaming with us, give us just a second while we work some kinks out here at the live event. Appreciate everyone that's joined in thus far on YouTube and on Facebook. So a little bit different if you're just now joining online. We're live at Hogs and Heifers in Clinton, Arkansas, and then yeah, Judson, Coach Smith, we're ready for you.
There he is.
There's Coach.
We say, Coach.
What's going on, guys?
Hey, we appreciate you coming on and taking time out of your day to join us. And like we mentioned, we're unpolished and not professional. So
no. It's good. I'm excited to be on. It should be a good time.
Yeah. Well,
this place is great for it, man.
Are you a regular here? You come here often?
I do like this place. I don't get to get out and eat much during basketball season, but now the season's over, we try and go to the places in town, and this is my wife's favorite here, and she likes the Mexican food. So
you got to make the wife happy.
Yeah, no question.
Yeah. What's your favorite thing on the menu that you've had?
I need the menu in front of me. It's the burger with the onion ring and the Jam Good Burger is what they call it. The Jam Good Burger is my go-to. I love it. I get it every time.
I haven't had that, but I have had the hot heifer burger, and it's pretty spicy. It's got a good kick to it, and then I think I've had just about every appetizer that they offer.
We love the appetizer.
You just sit around, eat naps. Any Office fans out there? Well, Coach, hey, tell us a little bit about your season. I know you had a really good regular season, finished second, right, in the 4A.
Yes, we play in a pretty tough conference, and we finished second. I think conference record was 10-2 with a loss to Joe T. Robinson and a loss to eventual state runner-up Morrilton.
And y'all beat Morrilton regular season.
Yes, sir. We
split with them.
We split with them. We beat them at home, and they beat us at their place. We played really, really good at home this year. I always told people, man, I like us at home. We're tough to beat in Yellow Jacket Arena, and that place gets rocking.
I played there in high school.
Yeah, it's a good atmosphere, and we had some really, really talented kids.
It reminds me of Harding Have you ever been to a Harding College basketball game? It gets pretty wild.
I'm an Arkansas Tech grad, man.
Okay, you're a wonder boy.
Yeah, so the Harding, it hurts when they're good sometimes.
Yeah.
But going off of that, I got a kid that's going to Harding this year, Carter Holland. He was an exceptional player for me, and he's
Was he y'all's go-to guy this year, Coach?
He's been the go-to guy for 2 years
2
now.
years.
He averaged, 21 points a night, which
Wow.
there's not many kids in the state that can do it.
Yeah.
Is he a guard or forward?
He's all of the above.
All
And
of the above.
He's
I like
a
it.
6'5". I call him a 6'5" scorer.
There you go.
Hey,
Yeah,
Every basketball coach needs one of those.
But I can tell you this: when games got tight, it made it real easy. Say, where's number 3? Let's find him and get him the ball.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's matter of fact, that's who I wrote down, Carter Holland, on the week of February 17th, nominated. And correct me if I'm wrong, but he was nominated for the Player of the Week, and that's the only week I found, maybe more
Oh yeah.
on that. But that was off of his. He compiled a double against who was that? Plasky
Yeah,
Academy.
PA. Yeah, PA. He had. I got looking over the last 2 years. I think he's got like 19 or 20 double doubles, and it's
Wow.
crazy. He had
And y'all beat PA twice, right?
Yeah, we beat PA both times we played them. Which is it's fun, beating the private schools.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
I know everybody around here likes it when you beat the private schools. Beat the private schools, beat Heber Springs, and they're happy.
And Heber's your rival, right?
Heber's kind of a long-time rival. I've been here for 3 years. We're fortunate to be. I think we're 9-0 against Heber Springs so far.
Okay.
So that's
There
been
you
fun.
go. That's a prideful moment.
Yes,
right
yes, it is. Especially it's my hometown, so
Oh, yeah,
it's nice to win those games.
Yeah. So is it how is it received when you walk into what is Heber? What's their mascot?
They're the Panthers.
The Panthers.
Heber
So
Springs
when
Panthers.
you walk into Panther Arena, I'm assuming that's what they call it. Is it you get booed, you get what's the
I get it. I don't have it too bad. I don't have too many, foes over there. But I do have some people that aren't all that happy that I'm working at Clinton and continue to work at Clinton. So they're
When the lights come on, it's
when the lights come on, it don't matter. Now the kids, sometimes they'll get booed, and it just out of the fun high school
Sure.
Yeah.
rivalry spirit. But what I love about like the kids that I got, it just fires them up.
Oh, yeah.
They love that stuff. So
Yeah.
well for the
it's
ones
been
that are
good.
mad. Just tell them Clinton offered me a check. Heber did not offer me a check.
Yeah. Is that is that going to happen? Is NIL going to bleed into high school? I mean, I know now. Listen, when we were growing up in Greenbrier and Shiloh Christian was in Greenwood, especially Greenwood, we'd always say that they're paying their football players. They're contender every year. It seems like in football. So I don't know.
I don't know about paying, but they sure recruited.
I'll tell you, it happens.
They were getting
and,
poached.
I think the legal NIL is coming sooner than later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just with how much the big schools kind of dominate everything right now, and how much money is in Northwest Arkansas, your big
Yeah.
Bryant area, Little
Yeah.
Rock area. It's going to be hard to keep it out of the high school game. When there's so many people with so much money that are ready to do
Yeah,
it.
and I mean you mentioned Benton and Bryant, and then Northwest Arkansas. I think per population per state, Arkansas was one of the most moved to states in 2024. A lot of people are landing up there, so you got to think their athletes are coming.
Oh,
with
yeah.
them,
Oh, yeah.
So
And it is, man. You guys you're sports fans. It's a basketball state. It's a baseball state. We've got a ton of really good athletes. And like you said, it keeps growing. It's just going to get bigger and better. You got NBA guys from Arkansas now. There's 3 or 4 in the NBA. You got, who knows how many, pro baseball players. Football, not quite as many, but it's just so hard to get in the NFL.
yeah, for sure. Well, so I was wondering, when I was looking up Clinton and your team, and y'all are in the 4A North, right? So when did y'all make the move from? Because y'all were what 3A?
Yeah, we're about the smallest 4A school in the state, and that kind of stinks at times because I think we were looking at numbers, me and a couple of the teachers or whatever, and we're 2 or 3. I think it was actually 5 or 6 students away from being 3A.
Okay.
Oh my
And
goodness!
last year we
Right on the line.
we beat the 3A state champion and the 3A state runner-up. The year before that, we beat the 3A state runner-up. So it always felt like, man, if we just were a little bit, just that much smaller, we'd be staring at a couple state championships.
Yeah.
Where the 4A, there's such a jump in athleticism and size that it's a battle just to get out of the conference.
Yeah.
I mean, you look at like Morrilton's got I don't know what the population of Clinton is, but I bet it's double or triple what Clinton actually is.
Yeah, I would think so.
That sounds about like when I was in high school, coaches. We had Greenwood, Alma, Harrison,
And you're a Greenbrier guy, right? So,
Greenbrier. So
yeah,
we were in
yeah.
the 4A West. It was a gauntlet. It was like the SEC of high school football.
Especially, I was about to say, especially
It was
football,
so
baseball,
tough.
both are really,
Yeah.
really
Yeah.
good.
You just get out of the conference in that top, 4 spot,
I feel like you
make
got
the playoffs.
Yeah.
You're feeling you accomplished something.
Absolutely.
Well, see, Greenbrier football moved to 5A, right, when you were in, and then a couple years ago they jumped up to 6A and wasn't having much luck, and now back down into 5A. So
Yeah.
we're having a little feedback with we got
We're trying to play with it,
everyone
so it's
online.
perfect.
We've got a speaker out here so the crowd can hear us, and we're hearing some feedback. So, like I said, a little unpolished, not very professional, but we're having fun. I mean, it's pretty cool. I mean, it's more like a radio show, but it's cool. I
So,
like
Coach, you were 10-2 in conference, 20-11 overall.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
That's a pretty
It's our third straight 20-win season.
third straight.
Third straight.
And you've
yeah.
been here how long?
I've been here for since I've been here. We were able to win 20 in a row, 3 years in a row.
Well, that's
20.
you're earning that paycheck, Coach.
Trying to. And I'd like to make a state tournament and just see how this place supports their kids so well.
Yeah.
That
Yeah.
I mean, we have.
You
just
feel
a
like this
regular-
town deserves it, the fans
Yes,
deserve
and
it,
they
deserve
come
it, the
out,
kids
they
do.
support. Anytime I call and try and fundraise, it's like people are just there, like, hey, here we can help you. We would love that.
Yeah.
So you really want to get it for them, and obviously for the kids too. I mean, they put in a lot of work, so
Yeah.
it is. It's something that we want to get done, and we want to hopefully accomplish next year.
You just keep
Yeah.
chopping
Yeah.
wood, Coach. You're chopping
Yeah.
wood, and it seems like you about halfway down with that tree, and hopefully it falls for you.
I'd like it to fall sooner than later.
I'm sure you would. I'm sure you would.
So you mentioned Carter. Losing him. What's your roster look like next year? Who you got your eye on? Obviously the whole team. I know that, but every team's got a stud, right?
We're going to be a little more balanced. Now we returned 3 all conference kids. We got Brendan Johnson will be coming back, and he averaged 13, 14 points a game for us. He's a 6'5"
Oh wow,
scorer.
man.
He's kind of like,
Yeah.
he's got some of him and Carter are similar in some ways. Carter's a little more physical, a little stronger, can score a little better inside, but Brendan's a really good shooter. And then Hester Hensley and Sam Standridge are 2 guys that I'm really excited about. That had good years this year, and I'm looking for them to
And they'll
really.
be juniors.
Sam will be a senior. Hester will be a junior.
Okay.
Yep, and they're both big kids. I think they both come in about 6'3", 6'4". Sam is a way above the rim type player. He gets off the floor really well. We tested verticals last week. It's about 36, 37 inches.
Okay, yeah.
Are you
Yeah, I can-
losing height this year, Coach?
We do. With Carter and Gus, they're both 6'4", 6'5".
Okay, so you're losing a little bit of height.
Losing a little
You're
bit.
gonna have to lean on the other
Yes.
few guys.
We're gonna be a little more guard centric, which is that's fine. I mean,
And that affects your approach to obviously coaching and playing. You're going to play a 4-out, 1-in
more
motion
times
more
than
than
not, yeah.
more than maybe something keyed for what was the other?
The
What was
Holland kid, trying
Yeah,
to,
the Holland
yeah,
kid,
trying to get him the ball. We'll be a little more balanced. The ball should move a little bit more natural. I mean, we didn't always have great ball movement. But we didn't have bad ball movement. Now it's natural because it felt like Carter was don't get me wrong, I'm gonna miss having him, but he was so good that
Yeah.
half the time
You almost spoiled.
half the time you're out there, you're like, I gotta find Carter.
Yeah.
I've got to get him. He hadn't touched the
He's
ball
the
in
man.
2 positions.
Yeah.
I gotta get him the ball. So hopefully it'll be a little more organic, a little more natural for the guys just to
Coach,
go hoop.
what do you hang your hat on as far as just being an individual and being a sports guy and obviously a high school basketball
Yeah.
coach? What do you preach the most to your guys?
I try to tell them be an everyday guy. We want to be as consistent as possible. We don't want to have these great days followed up by just terrible days. So be an everyday guy. Show up and do your job every day. Show up and play with enthusiasm.
Yeah.
Have enthusiasm every day, and trying to get them to do that, in their whole life. And I don't want to get up here and start preaching or anything, but if you're an everyday guy, then you're every day you're a good dad. Every day you're a good husband. Every day you're a good employee.
Yeah.
And that's what we want, and that's the ultimate goal out of this whole program is to turn these kids into men.
Yeah.
And sometimes that's hard because they are kids, and
They're going to get
Especially-
distracted.
They are
A lot of
They're going to have
expectations.
all the
Yeah.
noise and stuff. But you know, me and Caleb have talked about this, or me and Bones, I should say, have talked about this about, you know, so much of what happens in sports transcends to life.
Yes, yes.
And it transcends to consistency and effort and, you know, just teaching you
Oh, yeah.
life lessons. So I think that's a good,
and that's why we get into
good
it.
approach.
Yeah.
There's the selfish reasons for getting into this stuff
Sure.
because I've been a sports guy, a competitor your whole life, and I have a competitive itch that you can't scratch by playing golf all
Yeah.
the time. Like,
Yeah.
like I want to get out here and compete. So
Right.
I do have that selfish part of it,
Yeah.
but as far as the main goal is to help these guys turn into men, and hopefully, I've only been doing it. I've been in it for 6 years now, or this is my 6th year, 3 as a head coach. I'm hoping 5, 6, 7, 8 years from now, these guys come home, they've got kids, and they're proud of what they've become,
Yeah.
and what kind of men they've turned into.
Yeah, and then
That's the whole goal.
and it sounds like they'll be able to point at you and say, "Hey, that coach right there, that he impacted my life.
I hope
He,
so.
he was the mentor
I
that."
really do hope so. And
That's the cherry
Yeah.
on top of your
Yes,
career.
yes.
Right there.
If you get those kids to come back and talk to you like that, be around you, and hopefully build friendships at that point.
Yeah.
And that's a big thing. For
Yeah,
sure.
absolutely. I mean, I'm friends with a lot
Chick
of my
Hart,
coaches. And,
Coach Hart,
you know,
and Coach Murray.
I've had a beer or two with some coaches from high school that left lifelong impacts on for me. And I'm just like we all said, it's not just about the sport; it's about development as a person. And then, but I mean, what better way to develop than being in sports? I mean, I think I'm a better person for it. I was basketball, baseball, soccer, football, and you were the same, and we'd be changing in the car. Mom would be taking this. So we're brothers.
And
by the
how
way.
Mom made
Yeah,
it to
sorry.
all of our games.
Yeah, I don't know, but we were changing from a baseball uniform to a football just
Right, just do it. Just go.
But
with
just
it.
doing it,
from
doing it.
season to season.
That's
It's
right.
fun.
It was fun, and it taught you to be a competitor and to develop as a athlete, but also as a man.
Yeah.
And for the women as a woman.
You learn to work with people.
That's
like
right.
Just about all of us work with people in some way.
Yeah.
And you got teammates. You got to work with teammates. You might not always like your teammates. You might not always like your coworkers. Like there's just so many.
Did you
connections.
play?
Yeah.
Was you a 3-sport athlete? in
I
school?
played football up until my senior year. Basketball, baseball. I started playing some golf, a little bit of tennis.
Golf's an old man's game. We don't pick that up till later on.
I've gotten into it, man. I can't stop.
We love some
It's
golf.
fun.
They say golf is the old man sport, but now I think the old man sport now is. I'm not dogging if anyone out there plays pickleball, but that's the new
Raise your hand
trend.
if you
Oh,
play pickleball.
Pickleball, man.
Pickleball is the new.
It's taking over. It is taking over. I teach PE at the high school,
Yeah.
junior high also. So we've got a pickleball. The kids love playing.
Oh,
Even the
yeah.
kids love playing
Okay, good
pickleball
deal.
now.
Well,
So it's
So I know you
which I
had.
say they're lazy because you need to be playing tennis.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah.
you need to run
This is
the
a-
full
Yeah, full court press.
So, Coach, do you help out in any other sport, or are you just basketball?
So
athlete?
I am the golf coach.
Okay.
And we've got a couple of good golfers that like to play, and it's a little less pressure
Yeah.
than the
Is
basketball.
Indian Hills your?
We play at Mountain Ranch,
Mountain
Ranch,
and at Tanamon. We've kind of got dual
Tanamon,
memberships.
yeah.
We can go play either one of those.
That's awesome, man.
Which
What
is-
a course to play when
yeah.
you're in high school
It's fantastic.
on the golf
That's
team.
better. That was better than what our home
That's better
course
for
was.
Seven
Oh,
Ridge.
yeah, y'all were at Greenbrier. Yeah.
We
It's
had
not
a
even,
little
it's not
nine-hole
even a course
course.
anymore. Now they use
That's-
the frisbee
it's a
golf.
disc
Exactly.
Out there, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, it's that's great, and I love that part of it. They let me play free golf, so
Oh, there you go.
That's
yeah,
awesome.
you can't beat that. You
There you go.
cannot beat it.
Go to Bogies and get something to eat on the
Oh, yeah.
on the turn.
Absolutely,
And
absolutely,
you got it made.
it's great, and yeah, I've got a newborn now. She's 9 months old. My
Oh,
wife likes
Congratulations.
she likes coming out there and being outside. And she don't like to play golf, but
She'll
Yeah.
ride in that car.
she'll ride that cart. I guarantee it.
Yeah.
yeah.
There you go. Well,
Oh yeah.
well, so basketball, golf, and then you teach PE. Are you at the high school level? Or you,
I'm technically a teacher at the junior high.
Okay.
But all of my sports are high school, so I'm
Gotcha.
almost like a dual staff
Yeah,
type.
very cool.
I'm in both email threads. I can tell you that. So I get all kinds of
You
get
emails.
it all,
yeah.
Yes, I'm in both emails and both text threads. So it's constant.
Yeah, very cool. Well, hey, it's March Madness, Coach, and
Yes.
like I said, I don't want to hem you up all evening, but what do you? What's your thoughts on Arkansas in March Madness against Kansas first round tomorrow, and then maybe share your thoughts for how you see it ending.
I love our first round draw. I think that Kansas is very beatable. Now, obviously, the Hawks, we're so inconsistent this year that I feel we can beat anybody.
We could also lose to anybody.
Heck, we lost to South Carolina or whoever it was. Not
Right,
South Carolina.
Well, we did. That was probably our most embarrassing
the worst
loss.
loss of the year. But I like the first round draw, and the guys are going to be ready. That first round game, you never have to worry. Are we going to come out and play hard? If you can't play hard in the first round of the NCAA tourney, then you just can't.
You
play.
got a problem.
Yeah. And Cal will have them ready. Now, we get into round 2. The Johnnies are good.
Yeah.
They are.
St. John's
they
good.
are serious.
It's not a
Patino's
guarantee.
legend.
So you're not a coach that worries about the X's and O's. It's the Jimmies and the Joes.
I can promise you, it's the Jimmies and the
It's
Joes.
the Jimmies and the Joes.
I like the X's and the O's, and we concern ourselves way too much with the X's and the O's. But you tell me the last time a team won a championship without a good player.
Yeah.
There ain't any. You got to have some players, and you got to have some buy-in. Now that's what those guys do so good. Your Cals, your Patinos, your Bill Self, like those guys are unbelievable.
Tom Izzo.
They get buy-in out of megastars. I mean, those guys are NBA pros that are sacrificing their bodies.
Sure.
They get the buy-in out of those guys, and there's not a whole lot you can do. So
Coach, who you got on in your Final Four?
I've got. I have to pull it up. I've got Florida, 100%. I think Florida's the best team.
Yeah,
I think Florida's best team.
They're unbelievable. Let me see where I'm at. Who's my other one seeds? I like Auburn, but I could see them losing a game.
What do you think about Duke? I mean,
I love Duke.
Cooper,
But
is he 100%?
Is he 100%? Because if he's not 100%, they're not the same.
Yeah.
Now,
100,
is it
I agree with you.
Kneppel? I don't know how you say his name. The
Yeah,
guard that's really good for him. He can help them, and he can get them through a round or two. But I mean, when it comes Sweet 16, you're gonna need that guy that we were talking about earlier, where you can throw him the ball and everybody get out of the way.
That's Cooper
That's
Flag.
him, and you're gonna need him to be there and able to play at a high level.
Are you giving Houston any shot at all?
Houston's so good defensively; they've always got a shot. Defense travels everywhere. It don't matter.
You can't go cold on defense.
You don't go cold on defense. When you got as many big, strong athletes as they've got, you've always got a chance. But the thing about that, when you're offensively challenged, the other team also always has a chance. So they're a team that could go to the Final Four. They're a team that could be on upset alert fairly early because of the lack of offense. And we've seen that out of Houston. We see it out of San Diego State in some of the years that they're really good. Those defensive coaches, they got a chance to win it, but they've also got a chance to lose early because they don't have a scoring
The
machine.
team I've heard, and of course social media is silly, but the team I've heard out of the SEC that's on upset alert the most is Kentucky.
Oh, yeah.
I've heard of it, and I don't know why. I don't know if they're just being, extra critical or.
I've got a couple theories on Kentucky. They're the polar opposite of the Houston, where we say defense travels with Houston.
They're all
offense might not travel one night, and if it don't travel one night,
you're in trouble.
You're in trouble.
Yeah.
You're in trouble, and sometimes you go play in these places that these kids haven't played in before, and you go play in places that are different. So there's no telling.
You have that on this.
I've got it on. We got a call coming in, but is it a call for the podcast?
I don't know. That's the problem. I don't know.
Well, they'll leave a message.
John, leave a message. If you're calling in, let us know before you call in so we know.
No, I've got.
Your call.
I was trying to look at mine. Of course, we'll get into it a little bit later, but I think I've got Kentucky on upset.
It looks like you've got Illinois getting in there.
John, if you're calling on the podcast, just call me back. Just call me back. I know if you double up your phone call, I know it's for the podcast.
Yeah.
I like your Drake pick. I think they're really good. They've got the coaches.
I got McNeese and Drake in an upset.
McNeese is always scary when Will Wade's on your
Will
team.
Wade, Mr. Tournament.
The ultimate winner, man. He finds a way to win.
Yeah, for sure.
It should be with NIL and how that is now. And these tournaments are going to be so fun. Because every team has stars.
And the parity in basketball has always been to me exciting.
Yes,
but I think it's even going to be more so now.
these teams that are
You won't get the same team winning each year.
probably Probably not.
It'll
I
be a
mean,
different one every year.
Probably not. It's fun, man. It's so fun, and these teams that because you've got so like you said, you talked about the parity of it. You got your blue bloods that are great and all, and they're always there. But now you got these teams that have put together a bunch of 24-year-old men.
Yeah. Yeah.
And there's something about coaching a 23, 24-year-old man that they can they show up ready to play. They show up prepared, and they're smart players, and they're more physical. And like we talk about how good Cooper Flag is. Yeah, he is. He's great. He's still 19.
That's crazy.
And there's a lot going on in I don't know if y'all remember when you were 19, but I remember when I was 19.
I
There's
could
a
barely
lot
tie my
lot-
shoes at
lot-
19.
There's a lot going on at 19.
I probably wasn't focused on sports.
I
I'll
can
tell you that.
guarantee it. I can guarantee it. Yes. So it's fun, and the NCAA tournament's always a blast. But
It
I
is.
do.
and
I like getting in my bracket pools, and I
Oh,
like
yeah.
I like keeping up.
And
with
I like
everything.
coming to a place like this. There's
Man.
TVs everywhere.
They must have 50 TVs.
Oh, there's
in
at
here.
least
I think
50
it was
in here.
57 or something.
Yeah.
When they first opened, they were posting. Man,
Yeah, and
it's great.
It is a great
got
spot.
they've got the playing games going to play tonight. So come out to Hogs and Heifers if you're online listening. Come out to Hogs and Heifers. Enjoy great food and
Got
a drink.
Texas and Xavier coming up here in
Yeah.
a little bit.
How good did North Carolina look yesterday? Did y'all get to watch
Hey,
that?
that.
well, I knew once they got in, they'd probably show
Oh
out.
yeah.
Yeah.
And Ole Miss is not. I mean, they can lose to
Yeah.
North Carolina.
Yeah.
I was reading the stat the other day. It's about 70% of the years a team that's in a playing game wins
Carries
another
on.
game.
Yeah.
So, and North Carolina's talented enough, absolutely.
Yeah.
Well, I
Yeah,
think
they
just
are.
the excitement of being knowing you got in, you squeaked in.
And
We,
they're
They
we
looking on.
squeaked in through the back door.
Uh-huh.
Now let's
And we're
let's
looking
go
on
do something.
ESPN, and everybody's saying they don't deserve it. They
Yeah.
don't deserve it. All right.
We'll show you.
All right.
They're carrying a chip.
Yeah,
for
they got a
sure.
chip
Yes,
on their shoulders.
yes, they do, man.
I don't blame them.
I loved the North Carolina move this year. I thought it was funny. Everybody's posting about, just I follow a lot of just sports media,
Sure. Yeah.
and everyone's like, Hubert Davis is about to lose his job. They're 500 on Chapel Hill. That doesn't happen. And they were saying, is North Carolina such a blue blood they can go get anybody they want? I mean, they're already talking about his replacement. So what does North Carolina do? Extension. Give him an
Double
extension.
down.
Yeah, they're gonna
Double
double down
down.
on this guy. And then they started playing good ball. So I guess it's worked.
Yeah.
We'll see long term if it works.
Yeah, sometimes you just got to double down.
Sometimes you do. Sometimes you
Just
do.
got to double down and
Yeah.
say, hey, we're sticking with what we got.
We got an 11 versus 6. We're going to
I
double.
mean, he made it to the
We-
Final Four his first year at
Yeah, I think he
UNC,
won a
so-
championship at some point. Didn't he?
Yeah, okay, yeah.
We got Drew online saying he's got Creighton making a sneaky run. Michigan State will also make a lot of noise. I like Creighton. I like that. I'm not big on Michigan State, but I think Creighton could do some damage. And
Drew, I've got Michigan State in my Final Four. I'm right there with
Who
you.
does Creighton have in the second round? Are they're going to get the
They've got
Auburn?
they've got Auburn. If of course, as long as Auburn wins, they'll have Auburn.
yeah.
That's a tough draw for either one. I'm sure neither one of them want to play each other.
No.
I'm not a Bruce Pearl fan, but I'm going to give Bruce Pearl some credit here. Auburn was consistently
They're
good.
They're the best team in the
They're
best league.
They're the best team.
They're the best team in the
this
best
year.
league, and that's
Yeah.
why they're being picked like
And they
crazy.
showed up every day.
Oh, yeah.
We talked about that. They're good. Now, Creighton's got enough firepower though.
Yeah.
Creighton's got some firepower,
And they
they're
can
good.
shoot.
Uh-huh.
They play good
But
defense.
Can
They're solid.
they guard Broom?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is going to be the question. Because, like I said, when it matters, we got a player at Auburn. So Broom's a talented dude. It ought to be fun to watch.
Well, the team I don't want to play in the SEC ever is Florida because they
No.
rebound
Oh my God,
so well.
Florida.
They share the ball so well.
when they go big and go the twin
with-
7-footers in
yes.
there.
You
Not
That's a
actual twins, but
scary,
they go-
scary
yeah, you
lineup.
can't,
Seven
it's
footers.
scary. You can't stop.
And they're skilled, man.
Yeah.
And 7-footers are not like they used to be.
No, they're
They
actually
got
good on their
move,
feet.
They run the floor. Oh, it's
It would be like an athletic Connor Vanover.
yes.
You know,
Yes.
that's what it would be.
And strong. I mean,
And
they're
strong.
strong.
Or
strong,
Zeke,
yeah.
Zeke can shoot and he's big and long. And, as far as long, he's not big, but he's long. But he's not the most athletic guy
Right,
on the
yeah,
court.
no.
No,
Never.
yeah.
And you can just look at them and they're just put together so much different. Florida's got a 7'8" guy on their bench that they never check into the game.
Yeah,
So
no,
that
it
tells you how
doesn't
good
play,
they are at
yeah.
big.
They're deep,
Did you
yeah.
see him cut the net?
Oh yeah,
He didn't even get up on the ladder.
He
He
just
just
snipped it,
cut
yeah.
it
That's
straight,
awesome.
standing flat footed.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
And we were gawking at the size of my 6'5" wing
Right.
just a second ago.
Yeah, well, hey, 6'5" in high school,
And it is,
you
it's
know,
big. It's just, there's such a
that's-
gap.
yeah, there
He's
it is,
committed to
yeah.
Harding.
He's committed to Harding University.
That'll be some fun
That's-
basketball
Man,
for
and
him.
they had a great year this year. What Coach Spencer and Coach Jameson are doing there it's special. It is way ahead of track.
Yeah.
He just got the job 2 years ago, and everybody's kind of like at Harding. It's kind of a building process, because you got to get the right kind of kids at Harding.
Yeah.
It's a Christian school. It's a private
Well,
school.
and probably helping with their football program
Oh,
doing
man.
so well. I mean,
That's
champions,
outrageous.
yeah, champions last year. And,
He had a great idea. He don't even have to change his school colors from high school
he's
to
got
college.
he's got the gear.
Yeah,
He's got the
He's
black
got
and
the
gold.
shoes, man. He's got it all. He's
That's a smart
got it all.
kiddo right there.
Yes, no, he's got
Young
it figured
man.
out, man. I'm excited about his future. He's going to be good
Yeah.
at whatever he does. So
Yeah.
I'm excited to keep watching him.
well,
You
that's
know, our
exciting. Well,
basketball coach in high school would take us to Harding in the off season,
Yeah,
yeah,
and
did
he
the
would let
Harding
us
camp.
watch. He'd let us watch a game,
Yeah.
yeah.
and we were like deer in the headlights
Mhm.
because we had never seen a lower tier college, program
Oh,
have
yeah.
that much passion
Oh man, it's
and
unreal.
get as wild as that.
And on,
is.
yeah, I was about to say Thursday nights at Rhodes Fieldhouse,
It's
packed.
packed. Yeah,
packed.
yeah.
Yeah, and like I said, I was a tech guy, so I worked at the men's basketball program at Arkansas Tech for 3 years, and they always have these dang T-shirts that just say they're just plain white tees. They say Beat Tech.
Beat Tech,
There's not a
yeah.
logo on them. They just Beat Tech.
That's it. Don't lose that game.
Oh,
right?
no,
You know?
yeah. No, and we were really good those 3 years. They were really good those 3 years. So there were some fun battles.
So where were you at Tech? What?
I was at Tech. I graduated high school in 13. So from 13 to, it took me a little longer than I wanted it to take me, but from 13 to 18, I was at
Okay.
Arkansas Tech.
It's all right.
I love my time there. Tech
Yeah.
was a fun place.
Yeah,
I enjoyed it. Close enough to Fayetteville. I can get up there for
For a game.
baseball weekends. Or if I
Yeah,
wanna
and
go
then
to a
close
football game.
enough back
Close
home.
enough to home.
Yeah,
It was the perfect medium for me. If I ever needed mom,
She's
I could,
close
I
enough.
could, I could
She
go
could
see
be there,
mom. I
yeah.
could do whatever. But it wasn't like mom wasn't just popping in on me either.
Sure. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just far enough away. There you go. Well, Coach, hey, I appreciate it, or we appreciate you coming on, and feel free to stick around if you want to, and hang out with us, or if you need to go get to the wife and the newborn, we totally understand. But like I said, our third guy's out, so
Yeah.
hey, I'll leave that up to you if you want to.
I
You
got
want to
you.
hang
Here-
out? We're,
Here in a second, I'm about to put in a to-go order.
For a
There
food
you go.
order.
Yeah,
Yeah.
and
there you
I'll hang
It's
out, wait
dinner time.
on that, take that home to the wife, hopefully earn me some brownie points, and
There you go.
and we'll go on from there. But no, this is cool, man.
Yeah,
This is pretty good.
Yeah, it's like I said, we do it every week, and our main studio is in Greenbrier at our buddy's house. We call him Buck, so we go by Buck, and then I'm Bones. They gave me that, and then he's Camo, so it's kind of the nicknames. That
When I
we-
was
we
doing a
go
little
by.
research,
Yeah.
I kept on seeing people say camo, and I'm like, I don't understand.
Yeah,
And then now it makes perfect sense.
Yeah.
So that's
Yeah.
good. I
Did
didn't
you
do
got a
research.
nickname, Coach?
No,
Did they give you a
no,
nickname in high school or anything like that?
I had a bunch of nicknames that they all had cuss words.
Yeah.
They were all
We'll keep
bad.
it PG.
They
Yeah.
were all bad.
Yeah.
No, I don't really have any. They just call me. My name's Judson, but people just call me Judd. So it's
Judd.
nothing
Okay,
crazy.
yeah.
Yeah.
Now, my
That's
kids
cool.
probably have some nicknames for me. I probably can't share them.
Yeah, there you
either.
go.
I think they get mad at me every now and then.
Well, when you become a coach, especially at high school or above,
Just part of
you're
it.
coach.
Yeah,
You're
yeah,
going to be
yeah.
coach.
And that's for life, because
Yeah.
I still call all my
Oh,
coaches coach.
every
Yeah.
one of mine is coach. Hey,
It's
coach, how
coach.
you doing?
Yeah.
Coach, what's up?
I mean, they have a big impact on us. Those are core. You're growing up. Those core memories you're making. So
But the kids do just as much for
Oh,
us
that's
as we
100%.
do for them.
100%,
And I really
yeah.
believe that. I coached some U-Trip baseball and umpired some high school ball, U-Trip ball for about 10 years. And I'm like you, I've got that competitive itch.
Yeah, you gotta
And it
scratch
was one way for me to kind of stay in the game and, stay involved. And I really enjoyed it.
yeah. Well, I got my competitive itch from this guy because he's 6 years older than me. But growing up, our mom would always say, "I can't walk to the mailbox without y'all getting in a fight," because no matter what it was, we would make a competition out of it. So,
It's a race to the bathroom.
race to the bathroom, or no telling how many. Our mom was fascinated with like horse carousels and stuff. When we probably broke at least 200 of them things by throwing the football or whatever.
Not quite 200, but maybe 10.
It was was close. Well, it felt like 200. Maybe we just got 200 spankings for
We
it.
just find
Yeah, that's it.
find
That
you a
sounds
way to
about
compete
right.
with Big Brother.
Oh yeah, yeah. And I was always, wanting more. I get whooped up on, but so I owe a lot of my competitiveness and probably toughness to this cat right
At
here.
least
But
you said it out loud.
yeah,
I mean, he'll edit it out later.
yeah. I'll edit that part out. No credit to this guy. No, I mean like even at work we have a ping pong table, right? So I just want to win.
Yeah.
And
I want to win in
it's
a game
for
of
fun,
checkers.
but I'm competitive with it. So
Have some fun, but I still want to win.
You know
Yeah.
these folks here getting up?
Getting up and leaving. I don't guess I know them.
Oh, okay. I thought y'all seen you
I was
talking.
talking
They
to
were
the mayor
here.
over there. That's Mayor McCormick's my neighbor.
Oh, is
Okay.
that- is that
I heard
mayor?
them call
Is that
it-
mayor?
That's the mayor over there.
Mayor.
We
We
got
got the
the-
mayor of Clinton in
Yeah,
here.
we
Mayor
got
of
the mayor.
Clinton inside Hogs and Heifers. So for everyone that's walked in since we've started, I don't even know if they can hear us, but if you can, we are the Tusketeer
It's pretty
Hogcast.
loud.
It's pretty loud, but hey, that's cool. We this is our very first live event. We're having fun, just hanging out. Hoping everyone out there is enjoying their food and
They're making me
their,
hungry.
their
I know that.
beverage. Yeah, absolutely.
I've got a player in here right now. I got sophomore Braden Venable in here getting him some dinner with his family.
There you go. What position is he?
Braden is
Portion control could be huge here, coach.
no,
you
we
know?
want him eating.
Okay. You
He
want
is
that.
he's a good basketball player. He's also a really good football. We got a lot of dual sport kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But I think he was a backup quarterback this year, but he played some defense. He's a physical kid.
Well,
I
in
love
Clinton, you have to.
You got to.
Yeah.
You gotta have multi-sport guys.
Yeah.
No, he's a fun kid. He does a good job. He plays really hard. He was kind of one of the backup point guards for us this year. Just a sophomore, so we're hoping he keeps
Yeah,
at it, and keeps
Yeah.
getting
Awesome.
better and all that. So
Venable, are they from Greenbrier? There's some Venables in Greenbrier. Are they from up here?
I don't know. Y'all from Greenbrier, Venable? You from Greenbrier? You got any family in Greenbrier? Braden, you got any
Greenbrier.
family in Greenbrier? I do. No
No
family in
family. Okay.
Greenbrier.
Must be another
That-
set of
no,
That's
Venables.
where
different
we're
set.
from. We're from Greenbrier. So yeah. I didn't quite hear what he said.
He wants to do the
Oh,
Trump
the
dance.
Trump
The
dance.
Trump dance.
The Trump dance.
The Trump
He-
dance.
I ain't doing the Trump dance.
He sent something with a little Trump dance that hit your face on a dancing body and Trump and little
Yeah,
dance.
we were getting down, me and Trump.
That's funny.
Hey,
I like that hat, sir. I like that hat.
you can come up here and do the dance on camera if you want to. There we go. Oh, he's
Oh, here we go.
just get in front of the camera. I wish I could turn this.
Oh,
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah.
We got some dancers up
There
here.
we go. Oh,
that's
they're
good stuff.
trumped out. We got Trump shirts, Trump socks. We got the Trump dance going on.
Yes. That's good stuff.
You know, I've only seen people do a dance when there's a band up here, but I've never seen anyone do a dance with a podcast. So this is awesome. Hey, where are you from? Illinois. Okay. Yeah. Well, shout out to some Greenbrier folks.
We got some Greenbrier Panthers in the building.
Well, you got to get outside like me and him. We live outside of the city, really.
I live out in Holland. Holland, Arkansas. You know where that is. There you go.
Yeah.
Thank you for your service, sir. 43 years. Are
Wow.
you
Yeah.
kidding me?
Wow. Thank you.
Thank you so much.
That's
God bless you for that.
love it. I mean, yeah, that's
Ready for the right reason.
right. I mean, who doesn't like little
You gotta love that.
artillery and blowing some stuff up? So if you're online, we just had some folks get up and do the Trump dance. We couldn't quite turn the camera around because it's just out of arm's length.
Yeah.
But that was cool. So we had some local folks come in and
I would have
come up
loved
and
that.
do
That would have
was
been the
cool.
highlight of the show right there.
That was cool,
That would have
you
jumped
know.
the viewership.
Yeah, yeah,
Yeah.
sure. Well,
Oh, that's good stuff.
Well, let's get down to, kind of like what we normally do, and and then feel free to get up whenever you got to. But so Hogs and Jayhawks tomorrow at 6:10. We've got the over and under is 146. I like the over on that, and then Kansas at a 5.5-point favorite. So
I mean, we're not going to be favored in any game we play.
not at
You
all.
know, any
But
game we play. I'm not sure about the over, but
I see it getting up there. I can see
with
it.
our defense,
Go ahead.
we got to make some shots. I think that's the number one key to what I've got on this win is obviously we got to defend, we got to rebound, but we've been so Jekyll and Hyde, hot and cold with making shots. You can't have a game to where they're not falling. You're going to have to find a way to score the ball.
If we hit some shots, I think it could be way over.
Yes.
Just because when we hit shots, we dictate the pace.
Yeah,
Yes.
absolutely.
If we get down early though, and they get to play Kansas's pace, they're going to be walking it
And
up.
it might be the
feeding
under.
And then I could see it going way under on that.
And there was a lot of
The
times.
start of the game's huge.
Exactly, and there's a lot of times this year, Camo, that we both said that if it goes above 80, we're in trouble. But then it went to 90s and we win. You know, so I see.
Well, I say that I'm like first one to 70 wins,
Right.
or first one to 80. Just by the nature of the way the two teams match up. Kansas, I mean, we're catching them at a good time. At least they're not a 2 seed or a 1
No
seed.
doubt. No doubt.
They're a 7 seed. So
And I think we got them one
It's
year.
not
when
out
they
of the
were
realm
one
of-
seed,
Yeah,
possibility.
2023. Matter of fact, and so I was actually reading some cool stats here on this matchup. Let me find those, and so so total times we've played is I'm filibustering here. So 8-6, Kansas has the series lead over us.
That's pretty even,
8-6.
though.
That's pretty even.
I mean, one
No.
game from being
And-
50-50.
But we're Arkansas is, I don't know Kansas record in the first round, but Arkansas, we are 19-8 in first round games. So, I mean, that's a good stat.
19-8.
Not
and you said
19-8 in first round, but 50-35 overall in the tournament. But 19-8.
I've got a
in
stat
first
here
round.
since '94. We're 26-15 since '94. But you said overall 50-35. So that's pretty good ratio. That's a pretty good. If you're a numbers guy, or
Hey, we're getting there for more than one most of the time. That's
if
fun.
you like the past repeating itself.
Yeah, and the last two times we played them, faced them, we've won. 05 in Maui, and then in 2023, like you mentioned, when they were the number 1 seed, we
And beat them, but then we
72,
played them in the
71.
expedition game this year.
we played, but that
So 2 different teams.
that
So
go on
we're
the
both
record.
of us.
Yeah, that go on the record.
completely
Yeah,
2 different teams.
but Bud Walton was packed for that game. I mean,
Yes.
it might as well have been a regular season game.
I
for us
guarantee they wasn't
anyway.
trying to lose.
No, they weren't.
No,
Coach, we
no.
don't do that.
No, you don't try to lose any game. And I know Coach Cal's got some flack for what he said a couple weeks ago about the SEC tournament and who cares and this and that. But and then you got other coaches coming out saying, we're here to win. Of course, who came out and said that the loudest? Kentucky, saying no, we're here to win, right? So,
Well, this is what I would like to ask, and I was thinking about this when he said it. How many times has a team won the SEC tournament and then gone on to win the national championship? Or how many? And the second question to this, to piggyback off of that, is how many times has a team lost early in the SEC tournament and gotten farther than the team that won the SEC tournament?
Yeah.
Because to me, you're exhausting your efforts and your energy and not getting that rest
Right.
going to the real tournament to get you the real trophy and the real ring, and then you're kind of shooting yourself in the foot. So I kind of see both sides of why Cal
Yeah.
said that, but then again, I can see where it would rub people
and
wrong.
especially, obviously he's been playing with 7 for quite some time. So, that you gotta take that into account, I think. And
Yeah.
You're playing with a limited bench, so
Yeah.
I mean, you have 2 coming off the bench.
Hey, what's
Three
one
now.
What's
Yeah.
one now? I was about to
Yeah,
ask, what do you
man,
guys think about Boogie coming back?
I think it can help. I don't want him to play too much minutes, but maybe 12 to 15 minutes,
Yeah.
score about
Spare
12 or
guard and-
15 points, maybe a point a minute.
That
point-
wouldn't be bad.
A point a minute would be great.
Hey, I'll tell you this: if he's scoring a point in a minute, he's gonna be out there a lot more than 12.
Oh yeah, I guess you're right.
Yeah,
I guess you're right.
He's going to come off the bench, and I think Cal's going to watch it, right? I mean,
Yeah,
he's going to see if he's helping or if he's hurting. If he's helping, he's going to leave him in, let him get the minutes. And if he's hurting, because I mean, Wagner has stepped up for us in a huge way.
Yes, he's
And
great.
Once he moved to
he's
point,
been great.
he got right in
and
his wheelhouse.
Yeah, and I said this when we played Michigan, that Wagner is probably, in my opinion, the sleeper on the team because he was in the eye when he switched from Kentucky to Arkansas and all that, or transferred. But to me, he's probably been my favorite guy this
You talking about
year. No, Wagner.
Oh, Wagner. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, he drained a couple shots against Michigan, and I was like, man, he's the guy. I just remember that game specifically
Yeah,
saying he's
Wagner
the
and
guy.
Richmond are the dogs on the
Richmond
team.
comes off the bench
that's-
and,
I like
and he
it.
creates
like
a spark. He creates
how
a
they
spark
play.
that is, and Buck always mentions Richmond, saying he creates a spark. Maybe not a lot of points, but
Coach, who is your dog on y'all's team?
On our team,
Like as far as guy that you would lock down, maybe the best player on defense.
Yeah.
To be like you're not a trash player in a negative way, but
the guy that you
get
can
loose
count on
balls
to do
and,
all that stuff.
rebounds and all that.
Yeah, well, this year it'd be Sam Standridge, a guy that I talked about being really excited about. He's not,
Okay.
he's not. Usually they talk about that dog, that defensive guy. They're usually limited offensively. Well, he's not.
Yeah.
He's just played with some really, really high level scorers the last 2 years.
Yeah.
He is. He's a great.
He's a
defender.
raw
He's-
athlete,
boy, he's
over
tough.
guy.
He's tough as
Tough and
nails.
raw. Yeah.
He played.
You gotta have a guy like
I
that.
think he played 3 or 4 games with a broken hand this year. Like he's
He's y'all's Dennis Rodman.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I was thinking.
And Sam, what I like about Sam is Sam's nice as can be. Don't get me wrong, he's a good kid, all that. But as soon as that foot just steps inside the line,
Different kid.
we're not nice anymore.
Yeah. I love that attitude.
We're not nice anymore.
I kind of played like that
we
myself.
We ain't here to be friends, so that's always
Yeah.
fun about Sam. But with the Hogs, man, I love watching Billy compete.
Me too.
Man,
Yeah.
he gets after people, and what I compared him to a little bit was the spark that freshman Devo Davis gave us.
We
Yeah.
said that on the
Yeah.
podcast.
And I wasn't a huge fan of Devo once
He
kinda
turned it over
he
too
got
much.
a little bit of I don't want to say a big head, but he did try to do a little bit too much
Yeah.
as he got older, and he just wasn't all that capable of
Yeah.
it. But man, his freshman year, even early in the sophomore year, him and Billy remind me a lot of each other.
Yeah.
Billy's bigger and more athletic, but just the fire they both play with.
I don't think Devo ever dunked it like Richmond does.
No.
Billy Richmond is a freak of nature.
Yeah.
He can get, it seems like half his body's above the rim.
He
when
dunks
he's-
it. He dunks
throws
it on
it
his
in.
way up.
Am I dreaming of this, or did he hit his head on the rim going up earlier in the season for a dunk?
He's a
Like,
It looked like
I want to say that happened. I mean, he's aggressive.
He's what 6'6" and plays like he's 6'9".
we got the mayor here.
We got the mayor.
Yeah, Bears got to get a big shout out to Steve Weedor, the greatest basketball player in the history of
Arkansas State.
Yeah, he's coaching now.
Yeah, you were.
Most unstoppable guy ever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
he's the one. He was our principal. He was my principal in junior high.
He looked
Great
like
run.
everything but a player. He was Tommy Reed always says a lot of things he's not, but he'll beat you.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did.
So you know Tommy Reed, you know Frog,
Oh, Coach Frog,
Coach Frog.
Froggy.
Yeah, yes
Yeah.
sir.
Yeah,
Yes,
thanks,
sir.
thanks
Thank
for
you.
having us. And Clinton, I've always liked Clinton, and then I've done some business in here. Matter of fact, I used to come to, before I switched to dentist in Greenbrier, I used to come to the dentist in downtown Clinton. So I've always, and Clinton's just right down the road
Ain't too far.
from
25
Greenbrier.
minutes.
I've always said, take the beautiful drive down Highway 65. And
That's
so,
Well, when you come into Clinton, you just love the mountains. You know you've entered the Ozarks when you
Yes,
come
yes,
into
yes.
oh,
when
yeah.
you come into Clinton.
Yeah, and
It's
on,
beautiful.
I remember back in 08 when the when the tornado came through here, and I saw the community come together, and then from Greenbrier, right now we threw in some help, obviously, and all that, but a lot of people were affected by that, and but that's cool to see a community come together, and I just remember seeing that firsthand in 2008 when that happened.
Clinton's always
That was
been a
cool.
really good community to me.
Yeah.
They're kind of a distant neighbor to Greenbrier, but they've always been about their sports and the
Oh,
Yellow
yeah.
Jackets. And
There's good people here.
there's good people here. This place reminds me, if you've ever been to Colorado and been to like a bar or restaurant at the ski resorts, it reminds me, it has kind of that feel of like a mountain town
Yeah.
bar
Kind of
restaurant
a
area.
homey
Kind of
type.
a homey, just you know.
I got to give a shout out. We got some fans online chiming in here. Judy Moody of Greenbrier is here. So
Judy
shout out
Moody.
Judy. Okay.
Hey,
Yes.
Judy Moody.
That's Cody and Travis, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. I knew you looked familiar. I'm bad. I'm just bad. The lady told me her name about 5 different times tonight, and it just goes in one ear and out the other.
I'm a
So
face person.
I'm a
myself.
face
I'm not a
person.
name
I'll
person.
know where we met 15 years down the road. I'll say, hey, we met at Hogs and Heifers or wherever we did, but I'm going to say I don't remember your name. So I own it. I own it.
Well, at
So
least they recognize.
that's right. Yeah. But yeah, I've got Arkansas moving in to the second round, and of course facing St. John, and then I think if that happens, there's going to be a battle within a battle, and it's not going to be on the basketball court. It's going to be over in Italy. There's going to be a family battle between the Patinos and the Calaparis over there in Sicily. There's going to be some feud
man.
going back and forth.
Well, let me tell you,
How
the
big
Italians.
If that game happens,
Oh,
how much will ESPN,
Oh,
CBS, and all make a big deal of Patino and Cal playing each other? Because they hate each other.
Oh yeah,
There's no love
I
lost.
think
there.
they respect each other, but they're not having.
That's going to be a
Sunday
big time
beers.
second round matchup, maybe the biggest.
Yeah.
I mean, it's the biggest coaching matchup you can get all the tournament.
Yeah.
And it might be so magical that we might they just might make it happen. The NCAA just
Well,
might make it
we
happen.
didn't mention
I'd
this.
like a good whistle on tomorrow about 6 o'clock.
Yeah.
It'd be all right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well,
I didn't
well,
mention
thank you.
this, but the snub of the tournament to me was West Virginia.
Yes.
North Carolina was 1 for 12 in quad 1 games, and we find a way to squeak them in because they're a blue chip program. The AD, am I not right? Am I not saying this? It's not the AD, but the president of UNC was the chairman of the committee
I
board.
think it was the AD.
Oh, it's the AD?
He's
Okay,
on
AD. I
the
said it right the
committee
first
chair.
time.
He's on the committee chair.
Was the committee chairman of the selection committee?
Crazy.
Now, come on.
They do say
Now, is that not
they say
peculiar or what?
He's got to leave the room when we talk about North Carolina. Okay, well, if you had to leave the room right now, you're coming right back.
Yeah, coming back. You're coming back.
I just looked this up, guys. You're looking at 1,739 wins between the two if they match up in round 2.
Oh man.
1,739. I would like to know if that's ever.
Is the most of
I mean,
any coaching
that's
matchup.
outrageous.
Yeah.
Wow.
1,700 over 1,700.
That may be the most of any coaching matchup.
I mean, now maybe
John Wooden, and
but who would he be playing? I don't know. It's a lot of wins. I know that. I mean, I don't know that I've watched 800 games, let alone
Yeah.
1,700
Yeah,
some odd. That's crazy.
I'd like to see it happen, and I think a lot of other people would like to see it happen. It'd be probably the most tuned in game.
I would say.
Out of the
I would say
tournament,
so.
outside
It
of
would get
the-
a prime time
Just
slot.
outside of the Final Four
Outside,
games.
yeah,
in the
It'd be on
championship.
Saturday night at 7. I mean,
Yeah.
Mhm.
how you gonna beat that?
Yeah.
So no, I hope it happens. Man.
And it's going to be a home game pretty much for St. John's being in Providence.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we're not really given, a good advantage there.
As it should be.
Sure.
Yeah.
The 2 seed.
Yeah,
It
2 seed.
It should be.
That's fine. We've shown some resiliency, and we've honestly played better on the road.
Yes.
in,
I agree.
in
Well, we
hostile
beat
environments.
Michigan in a neutral site, beat Kentucky at Kentucky, so we can win in a tough environment.
Oh yeah.
We've proved it, but we can also lose in South Carolina by 40 points.
We're past that.
Yeah. Why are you even bringing
We're
that up?
past that. Nobody even remembers that.
That's right.
That was 30 minutes ago.
Well, hey, I can't not talk about baseball because I'm a baseball guy more than anything. I
Big
love
win today,
I
right?
love football. I love basketball, but baseball is my sport. And so, yeah, I mean, how many games have we won in 7 this year? I mean, it's been a lot now. Obviously, our competition's not been the best, but we go down to Ole Miss, and we I think we kind of shut up some of the doubters on our bats. Let's wait till we get into
Well, we
SEC
had to.
play.
Our starting pitchers had a 12.34 ERA.
Yeah.
It's how do you win that series against Ole Miss with your starting pitchers with a 12 point something ERA?
But we
It's
scored 30.
unbelievable.
I mean, we scored 30 points in the series.
We
I mean,
had to lean on our
we
bats.
dropped it 10-6 on Friday, and then Saturday I was actually here watching it. It was packed in here Saturday night. We had Jack Fancy Band here. They gave me the mic yet again to sing. I don't even remember what song I was singing, but I sang it. You know,
Friends in low places.
yeah, I think that's exactly what it was. And you know, we were
You know,
talking.
the go-to.
We were talking when life hands you a mic, you just take it and run with it, right?
There
So
you go.
I
Kind of
feel-
like lemons and lemonade.
yeah,
You know?
that's right. That's what Coach has done tonight. You know, the
Because
mic.
somebody got
just-
some good
just run
smelling
with it.
food handed
Is
to
this
us
your?
just now.
Have you been on a podcast before?
I haven't done a podcast.
Okay.
I've had some interviews and stuff.
Yeah,
but never
kind of the
podcasts.
same. You know,
Have you made it to
The live things,
103.7 The Buzz yet?
I've not. No,
Have you not?
I haven't.
we gotta get Baz. We gotta get that tuned up. But no, so back to baseball. You know, we're 20 and 2, 2 and 1 in
And
conference.
we're still 3 in the country,
We're-
but
yeah,
we're
we're-
5th in home runs with 45 before today.
Yeah.
Before today, we were 5th in
Yeah.
home runs. We're 3rd in infield efficiency in the country.
That's
So not on,
I hadn't
not
seen
on
that
the
stat. That makes sense. Our
3rd in
our
infield
infield's
efficiency.
good.
We're 5th in home runs. So we're scoring runs and we're playing good defense. You know what we're not doing? Pitching.
Pitching the
Pitching,
ball.
We're not
pitching the
pitching.
ball.
Yeah.
That's
no,
our
yeah.
biggest
that
hurdle
is-
right now.
And you know, to win the thing.
Giving up
which
too many
that's
runs.
That's the whole thing Arkansas talks about now. Is winning the whole thing.
But it's
gotta
kind of like
improve.
Bobby Petrino. Bobby Petrino didn't ever worry about defenses
Sure.
because he knew he'd score
You
more
just
points
score
than
more
you.
points. Yeah.
So that tends to be our baseball philosophy
Yeah.
this year is we're just going to score more points than you.
So we've got our SEC home opener at Baum Walker this starting Friday at 6:30 against South Carolina series. So you're going, right? You're gonna be up there.
I'm going to be up there with Grady Friday to go to the Friday game, and, which he didn't know about that yet. So you just gave him the news. That was a surprise.
Sorry,
He's
if Grady's
probably-
watching. You
he's
should've
probably
told me.
watching.
You should have told me. My bad.
But no, it's fine. But yeah, we're going to go up there Friday and go to the South Carolina game and have a good time. I got some pretty lady at the bar winking at me and smiling at me.
Uh-oh.
That's a fun place to watch a ball game. Man.
Oh, man,
gosh.
I love Baum Walker.
Yeah,
man.
it's
There's
great.
not many better.
And I want to get the
Best in the country.
you know, they just built the JB Hunt deal back there in right field, and I know they opened it up at the on Monday to get tickets, and I know they
Which
go like
Aloy
that,
almost
but
hit it on the roof.
he did, yeah. But I'd like
Which is
to
a
go watch.
moonshot.
I'd like to go watch it up there. You know, I've been everywhere else you could be, probably in Baum Walker, and of course the Hog Pen is always fun, but you got to get there early, and you know, it's a good time out there, but it gets a little rowdy too.
Have you been to Baum?
Oh yeah,
Have you been in the hog pen?
I'm a frequent. I'm a frequent flyer out there.
There you
know,
go.
There you go.
I'm kind of like him. I've kind of been everywhere out there. I've been first baseline, third baseline, behind the plate, out in that I can't even remember what they call it. That thing in left.
It's like the
left
little
field
berm,
corner, that little
like a little
corner,
berm.
that thing in there, yeah. And then you know they do those trailers out there behind Baum now. We've had a buddy or two rent those things.
Get
out.
up on there
Get
on
up
the
in there
roof,
and watch
yeah.
it. That's a cool thing they do.
Heck yeah.
But it's
You have been everywhere over
I've
there.
been everywhere.
You've been everything but the umpire.
Yeah, that's right. I had a buddy that worked. He worked in the ticket office. So like, someone didn't show. He was like,
Here
"We're
you
going
go.
there,"
Yeah.
and we would go
Heck yeah.
watch the ball game.
Yeah, there you go.
Just about anywhere. So it was fun. It's always been fun in there. That place is electric.
Oh yeah.
So do you think that now the University of Arkansas, are we a basketball school? Are we a baseball school?
that's
Are
a
we
good.
I can tell you
football?
what we ain't. It's football school,
Yeah.
unfortunately.
We want to be,
We want to
but
be. Hey, everything's better when you're good at football.
Yeah.
But we struggle. And playing the SEC is hard.
It's the revenue.
It's
It's the
the
revenue.
revenue, yes.
that
we're
brings
we're
it
a
in.
little bit behind too with our NIL collective.
Now we just signed, or we just hired a GM.
Yeah, we
That's-
just hired a
that's
GM
gonna help.
from the basketball, GM.
Yeah, but a GM,
GM work. The GM's a GM works on.
They can figure some things out. I think it'll help. But
And we did sign the guy that's played pro ball in Lithuania. He committed today to Calipari.
good. That's great.
He's 6'9". Been playing in Lithuania.
There's no doubt we knew that. That's
Pretty
what we were getting.
pretty
with Coach
solid
Cal.
get.
Yeah, you're gonna get.
You're gonna get
pretty
this.
solid.
You're gonna get
But
this.
with Darius Acuff Jr. and Thomas,
It's gonna be
I
special.
mean, and that guy now we've got three really, really good
Yes.
guys for next year.
Fellas, I'm getting a text. I'm about to have to head on out.
All right,
here.
well,
I
Coach,
appreciate
thanks
you
so
guys.
much.
Appreciate it.
Great to meet
Enjoyed
you.
it, man. Absolutely.
Bones and camo, right?
That's right. Yeah.
That's
Bones
good
and
stuff.
camo.
Thank
Hey,
you guys.
good luck next year. We'll be watching
We'll be
you
keeping
and
up.
keeping
No, hey,
up.
I'm excited. I'll be keeping up with this too.
Yeah.
That's good stuff.
Oh, well, appreciate it, man.
All right.
That's awesome.
All right, you guys be good.
All right, man. Thank you. Oh, Kimbo, man, that's fun. This is fun.
Yeah, I know.
I
it's
want to do
awesome.
this. Figure out a way to do this more
I'm
often.
glad he
Maybe
made time.
maybe we can ink a deal with hogs and heifers. Do one a month or every other month or something like that.
We've
That'd be
got
cool.
what, 20 people in here?
Yeah,
25?
it's a good for a Wednesday
It's
night.
actually, there's a table or two that's left, last
Yeah.
10, 15 minutes.
But for a
So,
Wednesday night, hey, any business is good business, and that's what you want.
that's
So,
it.
I mean, seriously, the food here is outstanding.
If you haven't
drinks
been
are
here,
cold.
guys, take 25 minutes from Greenbrier, or even
Wherever you're at,
Conway,
yeah.
wherever you're at, come up here to Hogs and Heifers. It's pretty,
In my
pretty
opinion, I'm a small local restaurant bar person, and I like the vibe here on Fridays and Saturdays. You get a band, you got the drinks flowing, you got the food going, and the vibe, the atmosphere. It's cool. It really is, and I thoroughly enjoy coming up here. And honestly, I'd rather come up here than any place in Conway.
and there's not a bad
You
seat in the house because, like we said, they've got 57 TVs.
57 TVs. That's insane.
They've even got them on the little post and the pillars in the middle.
Yeah.
So
All right. So we were told we were going to have a waitress come up, but if Crystal,
she's chicken.
it's Crystal. All right. We got
There's
Crystal coming
Crystal.
in. We've
There's
heard
Crystal.
Crystal is a local legend around here. So
grab those
yeah,
headphones
put
there.
that way you
us
can hear
lot
us a
better.
little bit better. Crystal, welcome
Hey,
in. How are you?
I'm doing great. How are you doing?
Doing well. So are you? Tell us a little bit about yourself. What do you do?
I'm a hairdresser. I own
Okay.
Southern Belle Hair Salon in Clinton. I was born and raised in Clinton, so I've been here my whole life.
You're the staple.
I've been here.
You're a
forever,
homer.
Most definitely.
Nothing wrong with that. We're kind of homers in Greenbrier.
Yeah.
We both got out for a little bit, but we're back.
Y'all are kind of like our distant cousins here. Clinton.
Right. I have
Distant
some family
cousins.
down there.
Okay, well, cool. So you're the hairdresser. You've got. I mean, you do everyone in Clinton, right? You work on all the.
I have done hair for about 20 years. so
Oh
yes,
yeah, yeah. You're established here. So
Yeah. What's your favorite thing to eat here? Hogs and Heifers. What's
I
your
really
favorite?
like the boneless barbecue wings and the grilled chicken sandwich.
Okay. Y'all take note of that when you come.
That's right.
If you haven't
H&H.
tried the grilled chicken sandwich, it's amazing.
Okay, I haven't
I
tried.
think
that.
I'm going to
gonna
get
have
that
try
when we break away from here.
Yeah.
That
It's
sounds
called
good.
the Swiss bacon.
Okay.
Swiss bacon
Yes.
grilled chicken
It's
sandwich.
amazing.
Try that
Oh, yeah.
out. So, all right, tell me the name of your shop again.
Southern Belle Hair Salon.
Southern Belle Hair Salon. So, if you're out there and you need a new hairdresser, is that the proper name, hairdresser?
That will work.
Hairstylist?
That'll work, right?
Okay. So come down to Clinton. We got a lot of people in Greenbrier that follow us. So I was hoping, we
What's some
Bring
cool
some people
bands
with us.
that's coming to H&H here in the near future? Do you know right off
I
the
saw
hand?
Bad
Bad
Habits.
Habits
I saw
coming
Bad
Friday. It's
Habits.
really good.
Bad Habits coming Friday.
Yes. And then Jack Fancy's, they're really good.
Yeah,
They have-
I've seen them
y'all-
twice here.
Yeah,
It's fun.
y'all were here. And then Bo Jenkins, his band is good.
We were here.
We
with
were
Bo,
here when
yeah.
Bo was here the
Yes,
last
yes,
time.
Yeah,
that's right.
that
yes.
was-
Yeah, and I
That
think
was
once
awesome.
we seen you.
Yes.
You were here.
Yeah.
Yes.
You were here with some friends.
Yes.
Yeah.
I'm normally always
Here.
down
Here.
Yeah.
It's the local spot. I mean,
so
it's
my friends own it, and then I'll
Okay.
come down and visit.
See, I
And my-
walked in. I thought you were the owner because you were making your rounds to the
I
tables.
just know
just a
everybody.
And I
local
was like,
legend.
she's the
It's
mayor
just-
of
yeah.
Clinton.
No, you just talked to
I
me.
know.
That's right,
Yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's
My
cool.
son
Yeah.
does actually work here. He's doing the dishes back there.
Okay. Is he in high school or?
He is in high school.
Well,
Okay,
good.
so
You
you
raised a son with a good work ethic.
It's forced, but
It's forced.
he gives it.
Don't give him too much credit.
Yeah, no.
Does
Don't ever
he-
brag on your
Does he
kids.
play any sports?
He is
or-
the sitter for the football team.
Okay. What
It's a hard nosed
what grade?
position.
Sophomore, freshman,
Grade is a junior.
junior. Right now, I'm going to be a senior next year.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so man, I just remember.
So are you the mom that's quiet in the stands, just cheers a
No,
little bit?
I'm
Or are you
normally
the
the
one going
loudest
crazy?
one. No one ever
That's-
wants to sit by me.
There you
I'm
go.
actually like that and kicked to the like.
People
I'm
start
behind
scooting
the-
further
yeah.
down as the game goes on.
Yeah, I have a sign seat. gotta-
So you probably started out on the 50-yard line, and now, right, where's your seat at now?
I am actually like on the top of the 50 yard.
Okay, so
And then in baseball, I'm in the outfield built, like we have our own little
Yeah.
seating area.
There you go.
Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
So you're a lifelong Yellow Jacket.
Yes.
Do you go to Greenbrier at all? You said you got some friends in Greenbrier.
I have some family in Greenbrier.
Family.
You claim them.
Yes.
Okay, that's good.
Y'all probably Ashton.
Ashton Pruitt.
Yeah.
That's
Oh, okay.
that's our cousin.
That's our cousin.
Well,
Ashton.
small world.
Ashton
Her,
Snowden.
yeah, her
My
her
last name is
dad.
Snowden.
Her.
It's my brother-in-law.
Oh, okay, well,
Well,
Tim's mom, maybe,
Maybe.
is our grandma's
Grandma
sister.
Gail.
Small
our sister.
world.
Small world.
Okay.
Look.
Yeah.
It's the place, man. Hogs and heifers
Yeah.
brings everybody.
Well,
I'm
you
really
know,
kind of
don't-
like
we
related
can't-
to everybody.
We can't say
somehow.
that because everybody's like, well, of course everybody in Arkansas is cousin.
Yeah.
I know.
Of
Yeah.
course, yeah.
Maybe from the long distance, but.
So like Weldon is your cousin.
Yeah,
Yeah.
all
I know them,
Weldons
yes.
and Card. If it's a Weldon, a Cardin, a
A
McGinney, a Snowden, we're
Yes.
we're related.
Small world.
Yeah. Well, that's cool. So you come here quite often. Have you had anything that you haven't liked? You know, we always radio shows that I was talking about this at work. Your radio shows, wherever you're at, always talk about the good. What's one thing maybe you have had that
She's
you
like,
you
"Don't
didn't
put
quite
me on the
like?
Well, I really have a tendency to order the same thing, and I'm a
Okay,
picky
yeah.
eater, so I haven't really
Yeah.
tried anything
Well,
different.
I said that to say this.
See,
I
I'm
haven't
not
heard
a
of
big
anything
wet
that anyone's had that is bad.
I don't like my wings drenched in sauce. I want to dip it in sauce.
Yeah.
But I don't
yeah,
like a wet
dry.
wing. I like a
But
dry
if you tell
rub.
them you want it dry, they'll
Yeah,
make
yeah,
it.
yeah. But that would be the only thing I would.
Right.
Yeah.
And a lot of times, like if someone does have something that they don't like, then they'll send it back and make it right. Most
Yeah.
definitely.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, it's always been great service here. I've been here probably, I don't know, 5 or 6 times or more,
I've
and it's
never
always been great
never
service,
had
great
even
food,
when it was packed like
cold beer.
last Saturday
That's the most
was
important, right?
packed.
That's the best.
Last Saturday
Yeah.
was packed and the service still was phenomenal. You know, so it. And then they've got a patio out here that I haven't been on yet. I've seen it,
Right.
Is
but
it open yet?
I haven't
No,
been out
well,
on it
it
yet.
will be open soon. They were going to try to open it like last weekend, but it ended up being too cold, so they couldn't do it.
Yeah,
But the music is most definitely more fun outside.
yeah.
Oh, absolutely. Some
'Cause
fresh
it's like-
air.
Yes, and you can you can move around and dance and
Yeah.
not be
It's
crowded.
gonna be very similar to Cedar Lounge in Morrilton.
Have you been to Cedar Lounge in Morrilton?
My cousin plays there a lot, but I have not been over there.
Jason Campbell?
Jeff Riley plays the drums.
Okay.
For Jason? Or for-
I'm not sure which one.
Oh, Riley.
He's from Adkins.
Yes. So you know Becky Bradley, Danny and Becky Bradley. She's a Riley. Becky was a Riley maiden name, and they're from like Pottsville, Hector, Dover area.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you probably.
Becky
Different.
Bradley. Yeah.
That's a different set. He's talking about the Shirley.
Oh,
Bradley.
okay.
That's north on south.
Yeah, yeah. Yeah. I'm related to
He
Jeff
is
on his mom's
listening, though.
side. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So who's he? You kin to him?
I'm not related to him.
Oh, okay.
I'm not related to you.
He's the godfather of.
I mean, if you
Hogs
wanted
and
to.
heifers.
This is actually his first time here,
Is it
First
really?
time here. Wow.
but he said he approved of it.
Oh,
I have cut his hair like many years ago, probably
Okay.
about 10 years ago.
yeah.
There you go.
So you give the hogs and heifers the thumb up, pretty good.
We're getting 2 thumbs up.
There we go. Oh yeah, yeah. This is way better than just a hot dog. There
Way
you go.
better than the bologna sandwich.
Absolutely.
All right, so Crystal, do you follow sports? Are you in on March Madness? Do you do a bracket?
I do not, but my son can tell you whatever you want. I just really honestly follow the Yellow Jackets.
There you
Well,
go.
you should,
There you go.
come on, you should have went in there and asked him who was.
No, I told him he could come and help me.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Like he'll talk all. I have 3
He'll
sons.
talk all the sports.
Yes, I have
Well,
3
he's our
sons.
kind of guy.
Yes, you would like talking
Yeah.
to Creed.
He's our kind of guy.
Well,
Now,
if
his
he-
first name's what? Drake?
Creed.
Creed.
I'm sure he would take a break from washing dishes if you wanted to talk to him.
Well, we've got 15 more minutes, so if he wants to,
You tell him to
Creed,
come on.
come on,
I will
come
tell
on,
him.
Creed.
Yeah, we won't mind for Creed to
All right, so one
tell,
more
give
time.
us his Final Four pick.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
What?
When you bring him over here, or if he wants to, say they're going to ask you about your Final Four selection. Who you got in your Final Four?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. All right. Shout out to your salon again. Like one more time. Name of it.
It's Southern Belle Hair Salon.
Southern Belle Hair Salon here in Clinton. Is it in the
The
downtown?
address?
It's 1284 Highway 65.
1284 Highway
So
65.
right
You got a phone number?
I don't
The
answer the
office.
phone very much.
I don't blame you. With all the spam calls, I get 4 or 5 a day.
There's
so.
3 other
Just Google
ballots
it.
in there, so.
Just
Okay.
Google it.
Well, very cool. Well, hey, Crystal, thanks for jumping on and hanging out with us for a little
Anytime.
bit. And, yeah, go see if Creed can take a break. And
All
like I
right.
said, we've got about 15 minutes, and you can hang out with us.
Thank
for a
you,
little
Crystal.
bit.
All right,
Thank you.
thanks.
Well, that was, man, this is awesome. Like we said when we first started, this is our first live show we've done. So if you're eating, thank you for listening to us. And if we annoyed you, sorry. He'll pay your bar tab.
No, I won't. You
Well-
had luck here, Bucko. You had
Well,
luck. there,
Yeah, I
Bucko.
mean, this is super cool. Oh, we got pictures here, so we're gonna smile. Oh yeah, we'll do it.
Are you a Fighting Illini fan? Are you a Razorback fan?
Razorback. Okay, that's good.
Good.
All right, we got Miss Judy coming in.
It's pretty.
Yeah,
here,
hey,
isn't it?
we
It's prettier
appreciate.
here.
That's Josh.
I'm
Yeah,
Josh.
Yeah,
It's good
and
to
I'm
see you.
Caleb. That's right. Yeah, well, thank y'all for listening to us. Sorry if we interrupted your dinner. Yeah.
There you go. We'd love to have you back.
Well, thank y'all. Okay.
My mama got married.
They don't look old enough to be your aunt.
We, hey, you're still getting around good, so that's what matters.
My mama was 15 when she got married.
Yeah. Well, that was like our grandma.
That was kind of pretty.
Oh,
That's pretty, normal back then.
only 12. Well, yeah, that's wow.
Tell Travis
That's-
and Cody we said hello.
Yeah. I hadn't seen him in a while. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's cool. All right. Well, I think we got us another local. Well, not another because we haven't had a local athlete
Oh,
yet,
there's
but we've got Creed coming on.
What's up, Creed?
What's going on, man? How are you? There you go. There you go. I'm gonna
You
turn
you
it
hard
up a
at work
little
back there, or you hardly working?
I hear you. So tell us a little bit about yourself. You might have to scoot up a little bit. We're having to keep our mics down because we're getting some feedback from the speaker, but it'll be all right. So tell Creed, wait, your mom said you're the center.
Yes, sir. I'm a junior right now, going into my senior year. So we're looking at a real good year next year.
Yeah. So tell us about Clinton football last year. How'd y'all do?
We went 8-2 in the regular season, won our first round playoff game, then lost the second round.
There you go.
So overall, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
How's
so
it looking next year?
Yeah.
We should be really good next year. We're only losing like 3 starters on each side of the ball, so it should be pretty good.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
Yeah. So you got a lot of returning.
Just reload, and there ain't
Yeah.
much of reload.
Is it cold? It's gotten cold
Yeah,
out there.
it's
That
cold.
cold, yeah, the cold front. So Creed, so you center, and then is that your only position that you play? Or?
Yes, sir. Only play center. Don't play
Okay.
defense.
You're the general on the offensive line.
Yeah.
So the coach trusting you, you're like the quarterback of the O line,
Yeah. I like
and that's a big accomplishment. And you're a what? A junior?
Yes, sir.
You'll be a senior next year.
Yes, sir.
Well, man,
Yeah.
we'll be
have
keeping
to,
up with you.
We'll have to follow.
Be rooting you on
yeah.
from Greenbrier.
That's super cool. What are you thinking? I mean, senior year, you got big plans after high school. You got to start thinking about that. What do you think right now?
I don't really know yet.
Yeah, I didn't either. Even when I graduated,
That's a tough
I still didn't know.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, that's a tough question. Who you got in your Final Four?
Yeah.
Creed?
I know I got Duke in Florida in the final.
Duke in Florida, yeah, that's
Duke and Florida in the final.
I'd
Who you
say-
got winning it?
Florida.
Florida.
Florida winning all that.
That's a common answer right now, the way
Yeah.
they've been playing.
Yeah, I mean, that's kind of like me. I've got Duke in Florida.
I got Michigan State in Florida and Duke in Tennessee.
I've got Houston, Duke, Michigan State, and Florida. That's mine. So
I've got-
me and we've got I think 3 of the same, maybe.
I've got Auburn, Florida, and then Houston, Wisconsin. I'm at Wisconsin.
Yeah.
Three seed. They could do some damage.
They could.
You
They
know?
could. I don't know about Wisconsin making it to the finals.
They can
They
shoot.
can make the Elite
They can
Eight.
shoot.
Possibly finals.
Yeah. Well, Creed, have you ever done a been on a podcast before?
No, it's
First time, hey, first for everything. It's our first live show. We were, I don't know if you heard us, but we come here quite often, usually on the weekend, listen to the band, have some food and some adult beverages. You don't know nothing about that.
not yet.
There you go. Oh, we got Seth online saying Houston going all the way. I work
That's
with this
who I-
cat.
yeah.
Yeah,
I got Houston playing Florida, Houston winning.
Yeah. You a baseball guy at all? You watch any baseball?
Yeah, I'm a big fan of Razorback baseball.
Razorback?
That's all I really keep up with.
There you go. So not a MLB guy.
I like the Cardinals. But I'm-
No, we're Cardinals
Yeah, we're
guys.
big
Yeah,
Cardinals fans.
that's cool. Well, heck yeah. Well,
Creed,
Creed,
thanks for
hopping
hanging out
on.
with us, man, and coming on for a short bit.
If we do this
We'll be
again,
keeping up with you though, seriously.
Yeah.
I'd be like, man, that sitter right there just
He was-
pancake blocked that guy. I know that
I
guy.
know that guy. Well, cool. Well, man, we'll let you get back to work. Appreciate you coming on. And man, this has been really cool. Just like I said, I love coming here. You know, we're from Greenbrier, so just a short drive for us. And
It's a nice little place
It's
for
a
people
nice
to
place.
come in, get a good bite to eat, hang out, get some camaraderie amongst the Clinton citizen folk.
yeah, absolutely. Well, good deal, Creed. Nice to meet you, and thank you.
Yeah,
Thank
see you,
y'all.
Creed.
See ya.
Good luck on your season next year.
Thank you.
Man, this is cool. I want to get on a radio show
Can
and
we do this
this.
every Wednesday?
Yeah, I want to do this like every week. We'll send this into Bass for competition.
Yeah. Well, I've got some questions here.
You know, let's throw them out there.
And if y'all in the crowd get one of these questions right, I'll buy you a beverage.
We call this in our normal
And
podcast.
if you comment on the feed here, we'll give you something.
Yeah.
So
that's-
who did we beat in the '94 national championship? Anybody got the answer? Come up here and give us the answer. Who did we beat in the '94 national championship basketball?
that's an easy one.
That's easy.
That's
You can get that.
That's a softball.
They're too big.
That's softball.
Enjoying
They might
themselves.
not be able to hear us.
They
You
may
know,
not
it's,
hear
it's,
us. We got to
it's
turn
still
down
full. Yeah,
because of that feedback.
we turned it down, so who knows?
They
but
probably don't want to hear us either.
maybe not.
I thought he was coming at you. He's going.
He's yeah. Well, this is this a Woo Pig Kiwi? I mean,
This is a.
are we
Whoop
bringing
Pig
it-
for the crowd and the?
are we bringing it
and
back?
the,
I hadn't checked this one. I don't think we got any comments over here. Facebook's
now
been
this is what we need to do at Bucks. We need a wood wall with
a couple
TVs.
TVs.
You know, kind of. We've got the best backdrop.
He
we've ever
definitely
had.
needs to up his man cave game up at his
Yeah,
house. You know,
Yeah, yeah, but
come on, Buck. Hopefully
Slacking, man.
Buck's watching. You know, don't tell me who's watching. Just tell me
hey,
there's
pretty lady.
people watching. Well, Camo, what do you think? I mean,
Man, I'm just excited about the Razorbacks.
yeah, me too.
I'm glad that our baseball team's doing good. You know, our basketball team's in the tournament. You know, when we went 0-5 in conference play, we were texting and Buck and all of us on how we're probably done. And this year
When
didn't
we
go
dropped to LSU, we were all saying it's over.
It's over.
It's over.
And we found a way to make it into the dance. We're on the dance floor. I don't know if we're going to get the prom king and queen, but we're on the dance floor.
Yeah,
And I'm feeling pretty good about the first round. Of course, it's the tournament. You're going to get everybody's best, and you get a team that's making shots. And
Do you
playing well,
think
but it's-
when we lost in the tournament, the first or the second round, do you think it helped us or hurt us? Because if we won,
I think it
we'd
helped
be
us
higher.
because of the rest and
Yeah.
because we got a short bench.
Yeah.
If we had a deep bench, I wouldn't think I'd say go win the darn thing.
Yeah,
But with us having 7 guys at the time, I'm liking we kind of lost when we did and still squeaked in. Which I
and,
don't
and
think
we didn't
squeaked
just
in,
we
but
didn't really
were right
lose.
there.
I mean, we lost obviously the game, but we didn't get
That's
embarrassed.
competitive.
You
They hit a
know,
buzzer shot.
yeah, a buzzer shot. You know, what are you gonna do?
Would have went to overtime. But no, I'm really, really excited. And I hope everybody that's tuned in, everybody here is excited as we are for this basketball game on Thursday. And hopefully find a way to call the Hogs big and loud
That's right.
from here
Well,
all the way to Providence.
let's hear your score prediction for tomorrow's game.
Score prediction, I'm going to go 79-74 Razorbacks.
Okay. For me, like I said, I think it's going to be a little bit higher scoring. I think we're going to see the game go above the over.
Well, St. John's can't shoot the three. They can
yeah.
make a bunch of
They-
twos
they-
because
yeah,
they're
they-
big,
yeah, they're
big
big.
and long and physical. But they're not the best shooting
Yeah.
team.
I'm going to go, like I said, I'm going to go high scoring. I'm going to say 92-89.
92
Hogs,
to 89.
of course.
Wow.
Yeah. So like I said, I think it's going to be a high
Predicting
scoring
us to
game.
make some shots.
Where I think we're going to be on. I think is Vondermeer, Big Z. I think he's going to hit. And who's been the stud the last 4 or 5 games? Brazil. I think Brazil's
This
going to
is
show
what I'm
up.
concerned with is them getting it on the block and bullying us because we don't have a big. And I'm gonna say a big. It's kind of a, but you know what I'm saying is we don't have. I mean, they're all kind of slender, tall guys. They don't really have a lot of meat to them.
Yeah.
And I'm afraid some of those guys on St. John, they kind of throw their weight around and they'll be getting into the paint pretty easily at will. I hope I'm not wrong. Hope that's not the case. But if that does happen, it might not bode well for us.
Yeah. Buck, if you're listening, top in your send us your score prediction. We'll see if we can get it on here before we have to wrap this up. Well,
Yeah, we got about 3 minutes.
we got 3 minutes and I'm hungry.
I'm
I'm gonna
hungry
get me
too.
something to eat.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have another beverage.
Thirsty. I'm hungry.
Yeah. Well, hey, this has been fun. Again, everyone online, and thank you for joining in as always, and everyone out there. If you can hear us, appreciate y'all listening in and
Yeah, thank you.
letting us
Thank you,
take up an hour and a half of your time this evening. This has been awesome.
Yeah.
Man, I hate
Yeah,
that
been
Buck.
fun.
Hate that Buck missed it, but hey,
Yeah, Bud
you know,
may have missed it for a good cause. He's got
Yeah.
some health problems
well,
with his mom.
thoughts and prayers to his mom.
Thoughts and
out
prayers
there.
to Annette.
Yeah, yeah, and then also to the tornado victims last week. You know,
Absolutely.
that's tough to see. I was watching that event unfold
11
Friday.
tornadoes.
It was tough, and a couple EF4s. That
Kind
man,
of close to
that's-
home for
that's
my
bad.
son Grady. His mom and grandparents was kind of in the crosshairs in Cave City, and they lived there. And luckily, they were fortunate to, escape that unscathed. But I know a lot of people didn't. So
Yeah.
Clinton knows all too well
Yeah,
about
yeah, they know.
tornado relief. So.
Yeah, that's right. Well, hey, I hope we're both right. I don't care what the score is, as long as the final outcome is right with what we both picked. Hogs coming out on top tomorrow. 6:10.
Find a way to win.
Yeah, 6:10 on what channel is it on? Is it
CBS.
ESPN? CBS. Yeah, you're right. So
CBS Thursday 6:10.
yeah. All right. Well, hey, appreciate everybody out there, and go Hogs.
Go Hogs. We'll pick.
Woo pig.